Hey guys, so I was thinking like what could be the next topic for our video, and I thought that it would be nice to tell like 5 reasons why you do need a home lab, but then after a couple of minutes I thought that there's probably like hundreds of videos saying why do you need a home lab. But have you noticed any who would say tell you some examples why perhaps you don't need a home lab? Because don't get me wrong, home lab is a very trending topic right now, and if you're following some tech creators, whatever, in YouTube, TikTok, whatever, again, most likely you heard about it. But don't get me wrong, for all of the tech creators, there's one part when we really need it, then there is probably same size or maybe even more, maybe even bigger part of like we're doing just because it's interesting, like it's sort of the hobby, it's what we enjoy. And the third part is that we do for the sake of the content. Like also many things that I do myself is one thing that, okay, maybe I can find a task for it myself, but the second thing is like I'm doing it for the content, for you guys to have a views and grow the channel, and so on and so on. So whenever you're having a question like whether or not I need a home lab for myself, think about what kind of problems you have and what problems this home lab server whatever will solve. Because apparently you don't need like a huge data center, you don't need who knows how big server racks with 5 servers, huge amount of fans and LED lights and whatever. You just need to solve your problems. And if you don't have them, if your life is comfortable, like you have some proprietary NAS storage where you keep all of your files, you have some media server connected to your TV and everything is fine, you don't miss on anything, then maybe you don't even need it. The second thing could be like if your use of computers and technologies is close to the minimal, despite the fact that again some YouTube videos or creators might sell it to you that this is a great thing. But if your daily life and daily time that you spend at home is, I don't know, with your kids, family, somewhere outside in the garden, and then only late night evening you open the Netflix to watch a couple of movies or episodes, whatever, maybe play some game or browse the internet, then what for are you really plan to use your home lab? Like, of course you can create it, but will you actually get any benefit out of it? There's no big point of creating hundreds of terabytes NAS system with 2.5 gigabit Ethernet connection, whatever, if you don't use it, or maybe you upload just 2 or 3 movies or a couple hundred of the pictures per year. Again, it's trending, yes, it's flashy, it's cool, but will there be a purpose for you? There's also such thing as a limited space, like if you're renting a flat or whatever, maybe you just don't have so much space, then well, it depends. Like you could think like, hey, I don't have a space for some huge server racks to put all of those servers and storage systems and whatsoever. I just don't have it. But it not necessarily always will be true, because not necessarily all the home lab will be deployed in the racks or whatever. Yes, again, for the content creators, it does make more sense to make some flashy with LED lights, whatever, looks pretty, and some of those are even sponsored. But if you're trying to keep on a budget, then for you the most reasonable will be to grab some boring black old computer which just looks as any regular desktop computer, put it somewhere, and that's it. Like forget about it. Even if you don't have a space for one desktop computer, which is like, I don't know how big, you can get like really small servers like this thin and probably something around this, very powerful, enough memory and enough CPU for you to run all of the services that you might be planning to run inside of your home lab. And another point is availability and the use of the cloud services. Many of us, most of us, advertise the home lab as don't be dependent on all other vendors that are providing like, I don't know, iCloud, whatever else, Netflix, again, whatever else. Create something yourself, create something at your home, bear with mind with the privacy and be the owner of all of your data. But again, keeping in mind like how extensively you use all of that, how often you use, how much data you want to upload to some file servers or whatever, maybe the idea of using that cloud service isn't that terrible at all. Yes, of course, there are some privacy advantages of storing everything at your home, but is it that bad if you store your pictures in the iCloud? I don't think so. Like, probably you're not a celebrity or whatever, and you, well, at least I don't worry about like my pictures sitting somewhere in the iCloud, even if someone gets them. Well, good for you. I don't know. Some of you probably will not agree with me, but for some things, it's simply much easier, and essentially it could also be cheaper to use something already created for the simple users. You just pay a couple of bucks per month, use the service, and be happy. Because one thing is like buying the servers for the Homelab, and the second thing is spending a lot of time, first of all, like configuring it, then doing the updates and maintenance, which will be mandatory thing, and what else, like fixing whenever something breaks, right? That also takes time. And if this activity is not like a hobby for you, you don't enjoy it, then probably you're not gonna like it. So you can take that count as the time where you could be doing something else and actually making money, not spending it. And the last one could be obviously like the lack of technical knowledge. If you're only going for the end result, let's say have your own network attached storage at home, but you don't have any knowledge about like how it actually works under the hood and how to configure, maybe you don't need to spend time for it. Like if it's not what you like and it's not your hobby, you can just spend extra money. Yes, you'll have to pay extra for the convenience, but buy already ready solution that you just plug into the Ethernet or whatever, do some initial configuration through the wizard, and that's it, you have your device. If you want to have like Plesk something, you can just buy a dedicated media server box, plug it to your network, TV, whatever, and you have it up and running. If someone shows you in the videos that, hey, by spending 2 hours and installing this Kubernetes cluster with orchestration and Docker containers, whatever, you can achieve result, it doesn't mean that you cannot achieve it like by just purchasing a dedicated stuff. And this was a little bit different video, like I didn't teach you anything. And for me, it personally felt that I just blah, blah, blah for I don't know how long, probably something around 8 minutes, but let me know what you think. Like, do you have a Homelab yourself? And if you do, then how often do you use it? I personally, right now, I have just a TrueNAS server and also the Nextcloud server. I just have to store somewhere all of my videos that I make for you, because just thinking of the future, if let's say something happens with the YouTube or whatever, I still want to have all of the content that I previously created. And the one thing that I'm still missing out is a Proxmox server, because since I'm creating the tech content, pretty often I need virtual machines, and sometimes the virtual box is like not enough. Sometimes I need more virtual machines or just delegate more resources to them. So eventually I will also have to grab the some sort of Proxmox server for myself. But until then, thank you for watching, guys. Click subscribe and we'll see you later.